It's the weekend tea, folks. You're watching Kettle Messages Tarot live with your reader, the GEMSTAR. We want to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, and checking out our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site in the description box below. Now let's have a sip of weekend tea together. Hello and welcome once again to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the GEMSTAR, and I'm here to spill the weekend tea. Happy Valentine's Day. This is your weekend tea. Happy birthday, Aquarius, and all of my zodiac signs. I will be spilling the weekend tea for you as well. We will begin with our fabulous twins, Geminis. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Make sure you're checking out the post on this channel. Make sure you're checking out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus messages. Make sure you take advantage of all the treats on this channel. We welcome you into our sacred space, and we thank you for welcoming us into yours. Welcome back, Gemmies, my fabulous twins, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Welcome to your weekend tea on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the GEMSTAR, and I'm here to spill the weekend tea for my fabulous twins. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Let's do it, Geminis. What do you have for Spirit and myself during this weekend tea? We'll accept it. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So we're having obstacles and miscommunication and distancing at this time due to criticizing our loved ones, and that's a no-no for this weekend, okay, guys? You may be feeling some type of way because you're being criticized by the ones you love at this time, and it's creating unhappiness. And so there's separations and distancing and no contact, and connections growing more silent by the day or colder due to criticism. And with enough criticism, resentment can grow. So this is something that has to be checked. All right, criticizing, control issues. Be careful not to be in connections where people are trying to change you or mold you. Don't be trying to change or mold someone into what you want, into your perfect Apollo. This is not going to happen with this person that you're dealing with this weekend, because this is a connection where you have to accept each other as you are, with all your imperfections, with all your flaws. This is taking the good with the bad, walking a mile in another's shoes, understanding someone else's point of view, where someone else is coming from, having open communication, honest communication, being transparent with one another, letting things unfold naturally. These are soulmate connections. These are connections, friendships, relationships where you're learning lessons. You're growing, they're growing, you're learning, they're learning in these connections. These relationships and these connections may not be forever connections, but they are here to teach you so you can learn, so you can grow. And I think the lesson here being learned is that you can't change anyone. No one can change you. You have to be accepted as you are. You have to accept others as they are, and know that in relationships, friendships, partnerships, and any connection, criticism will damage and end these connections if this energy is not put in check very soon. Okay? So we can be creating a lot of damage in relationships and connections for judging and criticizing our loved ones too harshly. Or, Geminis, you can be distancing yourself or becoming unhappy with certain relationships, friendships, and connections in your life because you feel like you're constantly being judged or criticized. When you do communicate what you are feeling or thinking. Yes, there's miscommunication, confrontation, arguments, blow-ups. There's a lot of arguments and fighting over the same thing over and over and over, you know, and it's right under the control issue. So it's somebody continuously doing something over and over and over that's making you unhappy, that's annoying you, that's getting on your nerve. And it's time to come to the point, to the realization that this is the way this person is. There's no sense of beating a dead horse. You either accept them as they are or release this relationship, friendship, or connection at this time. Okay, so we're not making decisions, we're not making choices to move forward in certain relationships, friendships, and connections at this time due to the control issues, due to the criticizing, due to the constant arguing, fighting, misunderstandings, people not wanting to accept each other, people feeling like certain connections in their life are a burden, are more of work or struggle to have in their life than a healthy relationship with a like-minded soul. So this is a heavy soulmate here. They're not coming out as karmic, but they are coming off as toxic. Somebody controlling, somebody who's judgmental, somebody who's consistently criticizing, who argues over and over about the same thing. And someone needs to realize a person is who they are, right? They say, believe when somebody shows you who they are the first time. And because now you're starting to see that someone has control issues or someone wants to fight and argue constantly, you're starting to see a certain connection in your life as more work than what it's worth. It is a burden at this time, and you may want to release it, Geminis. You may want to release it. You have a lot of confidence, a lot of nerve, a lot of courage, and you're very independent. You're very free-spirited. You have your own mind, your own opinions. And this can be coming off to someone as criticism, as you being judgmental, as you wanting to fight or argue. But you have a point of view, or you have something to communicate. And sometimes, Gemini, it's not what you communicate, it's how you're communicating. Because you're very confident, so you're going to speak on whatever is not working, whatever it is that is annoying you, whatever it is that's making you unhappy. in a connection at this time, and the other person is getting in their feelings about it, taking it as criticism, or you wanting to argue and fight with them, and they want to be accepted for who they are. So if you're having trouble accepting someone as they are, and you're constantly finding yourself battling someone, arguing with someone over the same thing over and over, then maybe it's time you think about releasing this cross that is just bringing pain and grief and burden. So someone here is feeling like a victim, Geminis. Someone here is feeling like a victim. If you have been the victim, Geminis, if you have been the victim of criticism, judgment, people attacking you for you being confident and courageous and having the nerve to stand up for what you believe in, and people are wanting to control you, trying to change you, trying to mold you, then you will be victorious in this situation, as they will be unable to change you, to control you, to continue taking digs at you. Because you are going to put a stop to this. You are going to put a stop to this. You're not going to be someone's victim. Doesn't matter whether they are soulmate or not, Geminis. Looks like someone here this weekend doesn't want to put up with arguing anymore, doesn't want to be criticized or judged or controlled. Someone here wants to be independent, free-spirited, and to live their life their own way, okay? Dance to the beat of their own drum. And so, because someone won't see something from somebody else's point of view, because they're taking it as an attack, they're taking it personally, whatever you're doing or saying, Geminis, or you may be taking something personally that somebody's doing or saying at this time. It's causing issues, it's causing problems, and there's no forward movement or growth in this connection, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, a family member. But very soon you will have to decide whether you will continue carrying a burden, putting up with people wanting to control you, mold you, people who criticize you, people who want to control you, who want to argue with you, who wants to go against the grain, who wants to continue arguing over the same thing in order to convince you or change your mind. And Geminis, you are very much in control of your own mind at this time, and you will not be controlled, and you will not be putting up with people's attacks. So this is all going to backfire on this person, because the more they try to control you, the more they criticize you, the more they're going to push you away and eventually lose you, Geminis. Or, Geminis, if this energy goes vice versa, be careful, because it's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it, it's how you're coming across to someone, because someone here is definitely feeling like they're attacked, they're being criticized, they're being judged. Someone here is trying to change them, mold them, and constantly arguing with them over the same thing over and over. And someone won't bend, won't break They'll stand up for what they believe in. They stand behind what they're saying, what they're doing, and they won't be changed and they won't be controlled. They will rather lose a connection, a friendship, a relationship at this time rather than live unauthentically and controlled by someone else. That has been your weekend tea, my fabulous twins. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a happy Valentine's Day and a blessed weekend ahead. Ciao, Gemmies. Cancerians, my little crabs. Cancers, welcome to your weekend tea. I'm your oracle and reader, the GEMSTAR, and you're tuning in to a live on Kettle Messages Tarot with your oracle and reader, the GEMSTAR. We thank you for supporting our channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. We are bringing love messages to this weekend tea in honor of St. Valentine's Day. And yours, Cancer, is imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. This message can be for those Cancerians in separation or at a distance at this time due to work, due to family responsibilities, due to important priorities, other priorities at this time that are keeping lovers at a distance at this time. If you are single to mingle, then you are in a process of healing yourself before you can open up yourself to new love, new connections, and relationships. It is your healing that's most important at this time. And if you are in separation or at a distance of your partners or your love interest at this time, use this time to work on you. You're always taking care of others, Cancer. This is a weekend to love and pamper yourself, whether your lover is there or not physically. Oh, free yourself. That's right. Free yourself from past relationships, resentment, hurt, pain, those old stories, those old relationships, those old photos, those texts, those old stuffed toys, those old Valentine's gifts. Free yourself, Cancerians. Okay, so we're healing family issues at this time because the person we were with was not the one. Okay, Cancer. We can see why the healing is here, why the healing must begin, why the healing must be in a process with you right now. You should be in the process of healing because for some of you, this Valentine's Day, you're being reminded of past relationships, past connections. You could have recently broken up with someone and now you have to spend Valentine's alone. Okay, or even if you don't celebrate Valentine's, you could have just broken up with someone, or the one that you want to be with is no longer in your life, and this is something you must get out of your systems. This is something that you have to cut cords with at this time, because you have to come to terms with that wasn't the one for you, Cancer. No matter how much you was attracted to them, no matter how many years you spent with them, no matter how well you think you knew them, no matter how much you think you love them, that story is done, it's over with, cannot be relived. We're not going to the graveyard with the shovel, digging up this casket and opening it up and popping out old skeletons. We want to keep those skeletons there. Go to the grave, leave some flowers, send it away with blessings and love, and keep it moving, Cancers. Keep it moving at this time. Now the focus is healing the connections with your family. There have been fallouts, misunderstandings. There has been time lost that could have been spent with family members. And this is the weekend to try to spend some time with family and trying to heal family bonds and connections. Especially if you don't have a hubby, a wifey, a boyfriend, a girlfriend in your life at this time, and you find yourself single, then this is the best time to heal and connect with family. But if during this weekend, while everybody's celebrating their love life and their relationships and connections, you're feeling some type of way, remember that if it was meant to be, it would be, Cancer. All right? This is a time to focus on your finances, your career, healing your relationships and your connections with the family. There is a love interest that Cancerians at this time, you have to realize that this person is not the one for you. And you will see it soon enough. You will see it soon enough when you can blend them in well with your family, or you have different beliefs and points of view when it comes to money, career, and finances, what you think about love, commitment, family, tradition. There's a lot of gossip at this time, Cancerians. You may feel the pressure from family members and friends for you to get married, for you to find a boyfriend, a girlfriend. They just can't leave you alone and let you heal and work on you. This is something that you're trying to explain to others as well at this time, especially if they're intrusive and they're talking to you about your love life and why you're still single or why you broke up. You don't have to explain your love life to anyone, Cancer. That's your love life between you and your partner, you and your ex. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone, even though people feel like they deserve a story, a soap opera, explanation at this time from you. They're gossiping about this. Your family is gossiping at this time about your romantic love life. That can be causing the separations and misunderstandings and arguments and no contact and distancing from certain family members because they're constantly in your romantic love life business. And you would wish, yes, the family is gossiping. The family is here. Okay? I'm not surprised, Cancer. You're the big mama bear, papa bear of the zodiac. Family is big when it comes to Cancer. And this is a time where you should be focused on your finances, your career, your health, your growth, your evolution, your leveling up. And not so much focused on a love partner, whether you are married, committed, or single. This is a time to love on you, to focus on you, to stop giving explanations to friends and family members when they start questioning you about your relationship. Okay, so all right, they want to see you happy. They want to see you happy. They want to see you in love. They want to see you married. They want to see you settle down, Cancer. But some of you are not ready to settle down. For others of you, you're big on family. And so you're very particular about the partner you want to have and welcome into your family circle. But this weekend, Cancerians, we can see that there's love, feeling, romance growing between you and another. But at the end of the day, Cancer, you may decide that this is not the one for you. Even though there may be love, it may be platonic, it may be one-sided. even though there is love and there are feelings, there's tender feelings, and there's some romance going on between you and someone else, some flirtation and romance going on between you and someone else. You may not choose this person to take forward with you into the future due to the fact that there may be issues with their family or your family, or they have a lot of baggage, or someone's family is always in their relationships, in their business, and this is not going to work for you or someone else. Someone here is hoping that a relationship will grow, but they will see for themselves that this connection will be short-lived. Because someone here is hard to pin down. Okay, so we can see that someone Cancerian that you may be interested in, or that's interested in you, that you're dealing with over the weekend, is not ready to commit, is not ready to settle down. You may be ready to commit and settle down and start a family and get married, the whole shebang. But someone else is not there yet. They're still in the process of healing. And there's a lot of talk around this relationship, around your love interest, around this connection, this relationship you're having with someone. Because everyone can see that they can be wifey material or husband material, or they would like you to be wifed up or hubbied up by this person. But this person is not ready to commit, is not ready to settle down. They run away from commitment. They run away from marriage. They run away from family and tradition. This person is more of a loner. This person is more of a loner. This person is more interested in working on their business, their finance, their workaholics. They're more focused on money than love and marriage at this time. They don't mind dating. They don't mind having moments of romance and love and sexual connection and attraction. But when it comes to settling down and commitment, this will not be the one. Even though there's a lot of talk around this and everybody's hoping that this could be the one, but you will see for yourself when this person starts saying, they will tell you, I don't want to have a family, or I don't want to get married at this time, or I don't want to commit at this time, or I can't commit at this time because I'm in the middle of building my business, I'm busy traveling. They have other priorities at this time, and their focus is on finance and career. You may be telling someone that as well, Cancer. I'm focused on my finances and my career at this time. I don't want to get married or commit at this time, even though everybody wants us to get married and have children and have a family already and move in together and all this stuff. I'm not ready. I'm still healing from a past relationship, which I thought it was the one, but it turned out not to be the one. So now I'm taking relationships one day at a time. This can be your energy, Cancer, especially if you've broken up with someone in the recent past and you're not ready to commit or settle down or get married, have children at this time because you want to work on you. That has been your weekend tea. Until we sip tea together again, spend time working on those family connections and relationships. Cancerians, especially for my little crabs, that family is so important to them. You may have to, break a family member's heart this weekend when you tell them, oh, we thought that was going to be the one, but turns out they're not. The search continues. May you have a very happy Valentine's Day and a blessed weekend. Ciao, my little crabs. Leos, my kings and queens of the jungle. Lion and lionesses. Leos, welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the GEMSTAR, here to spill your weekend tea. And in honor of St. Valentine's Day, we're using some love oracle cards for this weekend tea. This one popped out twice. We're going to leave that one out. Being that the sun is there, gotta be Leo. Drop twice. We're going to accept it. Soulmate, Leo. That's what it's about this weekend. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Call in that soulmate. Law of attraction time. Your loves may be at a distance. You may have not found the right one yet. You may be on the dating scene. You may be seeing several people at this time, Leos. But no one is tickling your fancy. And so you are still in search of your soulmate. Let's see where this codependency is going. Be careful with addictions at this time because they're affecting your love life. If you like to party a lot, if you like to get high, if you like to get drunk, this is why some love partners are checking out or don't stay or don't stick around. And that can be for you as well, Leos, that we were saying you're still out here looking for your soulmate because you haven't found the right soulmate for you yet. You haven't found the one for you yet because maybe the ones you have been entertaining have been codependent. They have addictions. They like smoking. They like drinking. They like getting high. They like partying. They like staying out all night. Okay? They like having open relationships. So you haven't found the right one as of yet. The ones that you have been entertaining have been codependent. You can see the red flags. You don't need somebody clingy. You don't need somebody needy. You don't want to be somebody's caretaker. You don't want to be somebody's therapist, counselor. No, you rather separate. Let them go. That's right, Leos. Okay. We're going to accept these because someone is like, oh, but we have a strong attraction to each other. And Leo, you may be saying, I don't care how hot you are. I don't care how good the sex is. I am not going to be with someone who has addictions, who gets high all the time. That is not acceptable. That's a deal breaker. So Leos, the weekend tea so far is that if the people you have been on the dating scene with have been showing red flags, have been showing signs of addiction, or you know that they get high or they party hard, you're deciding to take a pass on this one and wait for someone who you truly have chemistry with and who doesn't have codependency issues or addiction issues. Because that's a deal breaker for you. That's not something you want to entertain or, you want in your life at this time. And keep in mind that if it is you with the codependency issues and the addictions, then, somebody wants to take off, okay? Somebody wants to sail away. Nobody wants to stay in relationships with addicts. Or snakes, okay? So someone here, Leos, is codependent, is a cheater, manipulator, liar, two-faced, hypocrite. You're seeing the red flags. You're seeing that they promise one thing, they break the promises, they say one thing, they do another. Their action and their words are not lining up. And they over here trying to get access to you. They're trying to get in your house. They're trying to move in your house. Be careful with who you're dating with, who you're hanging out with this weekend. Be careful with people who you know, like the 5-finger discount. They steal, they get high, they like to sleep around, because this person wants access to you, Leos, access to your house. And once they get in, they're not going to want to come out. All right. They're going to want to steal. They want to use you up sexually. Yeah, there's the other woman. There's the other woman. Be careful, gentlemen, my kings of the jungle, because these ladies that you're seeing over the weekend are very treacherous, okay? There's a lot of sexual and physical chemistry here, but these are one-night stands. These are Don Juanitas, okay? These are gold diggers. These are home wreckers. These are ladies of the night. Ladies that, you know, sleep around, cheat. And ladies, you don't want to be dealing with any addicts, cheaters, liars, manipulators. Okay, someone here also, Leos, if it's not that serious, then someone here is getting on a Leo's nerve because of all their nagging. They're nagging and constantly accusing Leos of cheating, sleeping around, sneaking in late at night because they're cheating, or they're out partying all night. So some of you are releasing some partners here, Leos, this weekend, going no contact or separating, breaking up with them over the weekend because they're nagging you. They're constantly accusing you of cheating, and you're fed up with this. You just want to have a good time, and you don't want someone who is needy, who wants your attention all the time, who's codependent on you, who wants to manipulate you and control you. These are red flags going off, Leos, this weekend, and you're choosing to separate from these connections. Watch out once again, Leos that are having company over this weekend. All right, you're inviting over players, you're inviting over cheaters, liars, manipulators, thieves, addicts into your life, into your home. And this is why it says the search for a soulmate continues and goes on, because those of you right now on the dating scene or dealing with certain toxic, codependent partners are at a crossroads, needing to decide or to choose to opt out and separate from someone at this time, because they're either nagging and accusatory towards you, or they have addictions and they're constantly cheating. Even though there's sexual chemistry and physical attraction, that's not going to sustain a long-term relationships. These are one-night stands. These are ops. These are fly-by-nights. that has been your weekend tea. And until we sip tea together again, may you have a happy Valentine's Day and a blessed weekend ahead. Ciao, Leos. Virgos, welcome back, Virgos, to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the GEMSTAR, here to spill the weekend tea with my beautiful perfectionist of the Zodiac. Virgos, let's see what is going on in your weekend tea. We want to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, Virgos. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Stop being a wallflower. Stop being shy. Stop being timid. Stop being scared, Virgos. Let the love in. Boom, 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 boom. This is a time for my Virgos to do what feels right. You already know the answer. You already know what to do. You already know what will make your heart happy, what will make your heart sing. All you have to do is go for it. Go for it. Stay optimistic about your love life. Continue thinking positive and keep faith that romance is meant for you, is for you, and will arrive for you very soon, Virgo. Stay optimistic about your love life. Your heart wants love at this time. You know your heart wants love. You know you want love in your life at this time. You want to be loved up. You want to be loved up. Okay, so you already have someone in mind, Virgos. Your heart has already been imprinted. Your heart has already been claimed by someone. Whether you've told them, or not, whether you have admitted it to yourself or not, Virgos, your heart already belongs to someone, has already been claimed by someone. It is your move now to let them know how you're feeling, to let them know what you need, what you want at this time, what you would like at this time. You feel a deep, deep, deep connection with someone, a very deep connection, very comfortable with someone, like you've known them all your life. You read each other's minds. You feel so comfortable with one another. Someone here is already either claiming your heart, Virgos, or has claimed your heart. And it's just a matter of admitting it to yourself or letting someone know. There's a deep spiritual connection between you and someone else. There's a connection here that can even feel destined to some of my Virgos. But you continue to run away. You continue to run away from this connection. Why, Virgos? Tell us in the comment section why you continue to run away. Or do you feel like the one that is in your heart runs away from you every time you show up? Let's look a little deeper at your weekend tea. Very interesting here. Very interesting, Virgos. What's going on here with my Virgos this weekend? We can see that at the beginning, Spirit was saying, stop being shy, Virgos. Speak up, Virgos. There's love here, Virgos. But we can see that maybe you feel like they will retreat and run away from you if you expose your feelings. Also, Virgos, it would be a good idea for you and them to have a romantic getaway together, or for you guys to travel together, to spend alone time together, so that you guys can feel more comfortable around each other enough to open up and start talking about your feelings. Okay? Stay optimistic. There's that love. There's that locket. You may be getting away with someone you love this weekend, or you're going to be around someone you're developing feelings for, or you're falling in love with, or has a very special place in your heart, but they don't know about it because you haven't told them. You always run away from them, or they always run away from you, or you guys don't find the right time, moment, place to talk about your feelings, to talk about what's deep in your heart. It's like it's not the right time. You're gonna have to get away with this person. Invite them on a trip, invite them on a vacation, invite them on a romantic getaway. Get away with this person. Find alone time with this person. Change the scenery with this person. All of a sudden, someone can message you over the weekend or reach out to you or call you that you least expect, and this person is going to invite you to spend time with them, Virgos. And it's because they secretly are in love with you. You hold a dear space in their heart. They want you to be their Valentine. There it is again, Virgos. Okay. So romance is in the air. Love is in the air. There's a lot of emotions here. It's something big. It's something powerful. It's something unexplainable. It's something that just surprises you. It knocks you off your feet. How someone makes you feel. And this can be them as well, vice versa. The intensity of this connection is scary for someone. That's why they run away, or that's why they won't speak on it. For others, you're not finding the right time to expose your heart, expose your feelings. You're not finding time alone with this person, and that's what's necessary. That's what's going to happen this weekend. You have to find alone time with someone who is in your heart, or to say yes to an invitation to someone who you are in their heart. And especially if they're inviting you on a trip, on a getaway, somewhere at a distance, because this is what's going to make the connection spark, communication open up, feelings be exposed. And the clock is ticking on this connection. See, someone here needs more clarity. They're confusing themselves. Maybe you even feel confused about why you feel how you feel about someone. Or this person is confused as to why they feel so strongly for you and can't act on it. Can't find the time, can't find the right place, can't find the right words. Feeling uncomfortable to talk about feelings. Someone here feels very uncomfortable, even though they're in love, even though somebody is treasured in their heart, even though somebody here is somebody else's precious. They'll give them gifts. They'll take them out. They'll take them on trips. They'll show them the world. But they won't tell them how they really feel. My goodness. It's like somebody wants somebody to just guess or automatically know how they feel about them because of what they do for them. Like, I give you gifts, I invite you to trips, I surprise you out of the blue, I give you hope, but you're not picking up on it. Someone is missing all the signs, or somebody doesn't want to acknowledge the signs. But you're being told, Virgos, stay optimistic. Get away with this person. This is a real love connection here. But people need to stop feeling uncomfortable about talking about their feelings, about asking somebody out, asking somebody to be their girlfriend, their boyfriend, their husband, their wife, whatever. Someone here rather live in the fantasy. They're living in a fantasy land. While they taking you on trips, Virgos, while they giving you gifts, in their mind, you already their boyfriend, you already their husband, they already their hubby, their wife. It's just not official. They rather live this fantasy, this make-believe relationship with you, than expose their true feelings or put their heart out there, because they feel uncomfortable and they feel like if they open their heart, you'll run away. Or maybe that's how you feel, Virgos. If you open your heart, they'll run away. But this is not the case. The case is you need to take action, or you might miss out on a connection, because this can turn out to be the one for you. This already has the potential. Do what feels right. Do what feels right. You know the right thing to do here is to get somebody alone with you so that you can tell them how you really feel, so that you can get this relationship started or this relationship moving. My goodness, Virgos, that has been the weekend tea for my beautiful Virgos. May you have a very happy Valentine's Day. And until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed weekend. Ciao. Libra, my scales of justice. Scales of justice. Libra, laying down the law, laying down the justice. Libra. On Kettle Messages Tarot Live with your Oracle and Reader the GEMSTAR. Libra, thank you for supporting our channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. We appreciate you. Libra, let's see. This is the Valentine's weekend. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, Libra, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Don't give your power away in your relationships or in your connections. You know what's right for you. You know what needs to be done, and you will do it. You will lay down the law, lay down the justice, Libra, and show your power. Yes, you will. There we go. Show your power. Show your power, scales of justice. Let's spill this tea. You know what to do in this situation over the weekend. And if you're not happy with what's going on this weekend in your relationships, your connections, whatever you're doing this weekend, you can say no, you can change your mind, and you can walk away. Free yourself. Okay. Use your free will this weekend, Libra. If you are not happy with what is going on this weekend with the person you're spending time with, walk away. Okay? You can say no at any time Yes, I was feeling you this morning, but now it's lunchtime and I'm no longer feeling you. I was feeling you last week, but this week I'm no longer feeling you. All right? Okay. Someone is breaking off an engagement. Something that started off well has flipped on its head. Someone is running away from responsibility, running away from commitment, running away from getting engaged, getting married, running away from being tied down. Someone does not want to be tied down here. Someone does not want to be engaged or married. Somebody wants out. Somebody is saying no, and somebody is walking away. Someone here is saying, if you thought you would wife me up or hubby me up, tie me down, get me to commit, you have been sadly mistaken. Laying down the law, laying down the justice, showing the power here. Maybe it's you, Libra. Maybe it's you saying, hey, nobody controls me. Nobody has the power over me. Nobody has the last say here but Libra. And if I choose to walk away from an engagement, from a relationship, from a marriage at this time, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know what's right for me. All right, Libra. All right. That's right. You're not up for games. You're not up for players. Okay? No, no, no. You're not up for being played. You're not here to be played with. Right? You're a force to be reckoned with. You're not here to be played with. You're not here to be played with. You want to be romanced. You want to be loved up. You want to have fun with your partner. You may want a future with someone, but if you see that this is not the right one for you, you will not waste your time. You will not waste your time. Some of you have been on the dating scene. Some of you have been going out with someone, and it's been all fine and dandy. It's been fun. The sex been good. The time spent has been light and free and filled with fun times. But now we want to see if you have potential, if you have commitment potential, hubby potential, wifey potential. And if Libra doesn't see that, then Libra won't waste time and will drop you this weekend. And Libra, if you're not the one that's interested in commitment or getting married, okay, or getting tied down, or being with people who want to power trip on you, want to control you, then you may be the one laying down the law, laying down the justice this weekend and saying, hell no. Hell no. I call off this engagement. Someone could have promised engagement, marriage, commitment, and now they're reneging, they're backing out. Now that they've gotten what they wanted, they've had their fun, Libra. And now they're choosing to walk away. Or right now, see? Broken engagement, confirmation, there it is, it flipped over. Broken engagement, yeah, we're not getting married. Here, you can have your ring back. Or here's the divorce papers, sign on the dotted line, okay? Call your attorney, do what you have to do. But this relationship is over. This relationship is over because you want to play games, all right? Because you want to think that I'm a game to be played. And I've got better things to do with my time, Libra says. Okay, so somebody's breaking off an engagement, getting a divorce. Somebody is about to get an inheritance, a payoff, some money here. Somebody here, Libra, may have wanted to marry for money or for status. And that's why they're getting dropped. So if somebody wanted to ride your coattails, wanted to climb the ladder of success on your back, or, wanted to gain some kind of benefit from you, then you caught on to this and you are cutting them out. You are freeing yourself. Okay? You can see somebody's a gold digger, or you can see somebody wanting to marry you for status, for money, for your connections, because you come from good family, you come from good stock. Yeah, you see, you come from good family, you come from good stock, Libra. You got things definitely going on for you, and you're a catch. Okay, you're a catch. You can be famous, you can be popular, you can be financially well off, you can look hot and sexy, drop dead gorgeous, handsome. And because of these reasons, superficial reasons, somebody want to get with you, or for financial reasons, someone wants to get with you. Someone promised marriage here, but now is backing out because they're starting to see that someone is not in this connection for love. All right, Libra? And you will lay down the law and lay down the justice. Remember, you instinctively know what is right for you. And we can already see here Libra freeing themselves, breaking off an engagement because somebody was trying to use them financially, was taking this connection as a game, playing with your heart, playing with your feelings, playing with your emotions, Libra. You are too mature, emotionally mature for that. You like tradition. You want longevity, security, stability in your relationships, in your connections. And someone here cannot offer that, will not offer that, is not willing to offer that, is never going to offer that, or is going to offer that and take it back once things start getting serious. My. What tangle where they weave, Libra, when they're about to get hit with the gavel. You are not going to put up with this. You have the power to say no and walk away anytime. Yes, we're engaged. Yes, we could have been a power couple, but it seems like someone here just wants to play games and doesn't really want to settle down and commit. Even though we could have been one hell of a couple. We could have been the power couple, the couple here. But someone here wants to play games and fool around and act immature. Someone really thought that a relationship had potential, but now you're starting, because someone here saw someone as mature, okay? Like a serious person, someone who took relationships seriously, commitment, marriage, tradition seriously. But now you're starting to see that that's not the truth, okay? You're starting to see something else here, Libra. Okay, this is devastating. This is devastating because you might have sent the wedding invitations out. You could have sent invitations to the engagement party out. You could have told people already, hey, look at my ring, I'm engaged. Or I'm about to get engaged. And now we have to tell everybody the wedding is off, the engagement is off. This is devastating. This is embarrassing. But somebody here is trying to prevent future destruction. So someone here is detaching. For some of you Libras, you're dealing with a mama's boy or a daddy's girl. and they won't cut the umbilical cord, and they do as mommy and daddy say, and mommy and daddy don't want you in their life. They don't see you as the partner for them. They don't want their son, their daughter to get engaged with you, to marry you. No. They tell their son and their daughter, you can play with them, you can spend some time with them, Libra, but don't think about wifing them or making them a husband. And someone here listens to their parent. Someone here listens to their parent because their parent is in their ear telling them, this man, this woman is going to destroy your life. Libra is going to destroy your life. Libra is very admirable person. They're a beautiful person. They're a loving, kind person. But they're not the right person for my son or my daughter. You can do better. You can do better. And for some of you Libras, that's why you got to dump somebody. Or that's why all of a sudden somebody is going to break off the relationship with you. Because mommy and daddy don't approve of you. Even though they themselves wanted to marry you, wanted to get engaged, saw a future with you, all of a sudden they no longer see a future with you, Libra. Because now mommy and daddy have something to say about it. Mommy and daddy is telling them Libra's coming after your money. Libra's not the right one for you. They may be nice. They may be funny. They may be sweet. They may be good looking. They may be a good person. They may have a good heart. But they're not the one for you. Watch it with that, Libra. Because we see you breaking off a relationship, an engagement this weekend. Because daddy issues, mommy issues, mama's boy, daddy's girl, and they're listening to mommy and daddy at this time, telling them you're not the right one for them. Or vice versa, Libra, you may be passing on somebody because mommy and daddy are telling you, hey, don't give your power to that person, because that's not the one for you. That has been your weekend tea on Until We Sip Tea Together Again. May you have a very happy Valentine's Day and a blessed weekend ahead. Ciao. Scorpios. Scorpios. My deep, dark, mysterious ones of the Zodiac. Welcome back to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and reader, the GEMSTAR, and I'm here to spill the weekend tea. Thank you very much to all my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus that support this channel. We appreciate you so very much. And thank you for welcoming us into your sacred space as we welcome you into ours. Let's see what is going on this weekend for Scorpio. So this is the Valentine weekend. Happy St. Valentine, Scorpios. We're using some love messages for this weekend. And you receive reflection, Scorpios. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Okay, so there's been some misunderstandings. Things are not working well in a relationship at this time. We can't see eye to eye with someone at this time. We can't have a coming together. We can't have a kumbaya. Or you have been dating, seeing someone, or with someone at this time, and you need to take a review of this relationship on your own. So have some me time, have some meditation time, have some alone time this weekend to really think about your love lives. Think about the relationships you're in. Think about all the love interests you're entertaining at this time. What is it that you want, Scorpio? What is it that you need? What is it that you're looking for? Once you know what it is, stick with that and let that guide you. This is also a time where if you have been spending all your time with your partners, right? If you have been spending morning, noon, and night with your partners, with your hubbies, with your wives, with your boyfriend, girlfriends, lovers, whomever, then right now you need your space. You need your me time. You need to do something for you. You need to reflect on a relationship. Take a review. Take some inventory. What does this relationship mean to you? Do you still want to be in this relationship? Where do you see this relationship a month from now, a year from now? It's really time to think about your love connections. Okay, that's right. So you have been entertaining suffocating relationships, codependent relationships. There's too much neediness, too much clinginess. There's addictions here going on as well, affecting relationships. So, perfect oracle card. Let's reflect. Let's look at this relationship. Let's look at this person, Scorpio. Is this the right person for you? Someone who gets high, someone who gets drunk, someone who parties all the time, someone who's always continuously spaced out, someone who is constantly distracted and can't invest and devote time, love, and attention to you and your relationship with them because they're too busy partying it up, getting high, or being clingy, needy, suffocating, not giving you room or space with their insecurities, with their jealousy issues. Someone here has become too much. Someone here has become too much. So you're thinking about this relationship. You don't want to act rash. You don't want to act impulsive. You don't just want to throw away the baby with the bathwater. You're going to go hang out with your friends this weekend. You're going to take some time away from your partners because it's been too suffocating. There has been a lot of issues, a lot of problems in certain relationships and connections. And you need to regroup with friends, with family at this time to get their take on your situation or their advice or their opinions. Or if you just want to get away from it all, then you will be spending time with your friends as you reflect inwards about your current relationship. Paying attention to the red flags. We're coming back to that reflection. We need to stop ignoring what is damaging to us in a relationship. Addictions, partying, drinking, getting high is affecting certain relationships at this time. Clinginess, neediness, insecurity, suffocating, jealousy is also affecting relationships at this time. Hanging out with friends can also be causing issues and arguments and misunderstandings in some Scorpio's love relationships at this time. Like your partners can be telling you, you spend too much time with your friends, with your family, partying it up, whooping it up, Scorpios, and I don't know if I want to continue this relationship. It's starting to show toxicity, or vice versa, Scorpio. You're letting somebody know, hey, I'm starting to see the toxicity in this relationship. I don't want to be with someone who's constantly getting high, constantly hanging out with their friends, or having their friends constantly in our relationship. Our business is always out there. So, Scorpio, you really taking a look at a relationship at this time. Okay. So we got the 4-leaf clover. You got luck in finances, work, career, and finances, Scorpios. If this weekend you're playing games of chance, if you're in the casinos, if you're gambling, you're definitely gonna have some wins if you're in the casino, playing lotto, investing, picking stock. You're gonna do very well financially. Yeah. Okay, so you're traveling this weekend. You may be traveling with your friends, getting away with your friends, celebrating the weekend holiday, the long holiday for some, the 3-day holiday for some out there. Scorpios, you're looking for transparency and honesty in your relationships and your connections. Or this is what someone wants from you at this time. But instead of somebody being honest in a situation or being transparent in a situation, they're going away. Okay, they're gonna go hang out with their friends. They're gonna go hang out with their family. They're going on vacation. They're not wanting to have a serious conversation this weekend about the relationship. Somebody here doesn't want to be transparent. Someone here does not want to have a conversation about the issues that have been coming up in the relationship. Somebody here just rather reflect on the relationship on their own and then make their own decision about the relationship. They don't want to discuss it with their partner. They don't want to discuss it with other people. Okay, Scorpio is a very private sign, so, and a very secretive sign. So I'm not surprised that this message is coming through for some Scorpios here. That someone may want to talk about certain issues that are happening in your relationship. Maybe your friends want to talk about it, your family, even your partner want to talk about it, but you don't want to talk about it this weekend. You rather just reflect on the relationship yourself and come to your own conclusions about what you want to do with this relationship. Because you already could see the red flags. You already could see a relationship is toxic, a person is toxic. And so it's up to you if you're going to want to continue being in this type of relationship. Yeah, somebody here says, you know, I'm beating my head against the wall. Yeah, because somebody wants to get you, Scorpios, to talk about something, to discuss something at this time that you're not ready to talk about, because you yourself need to reflect on it. You yourself need to think about it and think things through. But you don't want nobody harping on you, right? Breathing on you, suffocating you. Give me an answer, give me an answer, give me a chance to think about it, Scorpio says. I can feel your annoyance. And that's why I feel like you getting in your ride and going, traveling, going on a trip, taking a vacation, going no contact, or just taking some me time. Taking some separation time. Okay, you don't like this you don't like this, how this person is coming off as entitled. Like, Scorpio, I'm entitled to get a response, or I'm entitled to get an answer. I'm entitled to this and I'm entitled to that. And oh no, somebody is rubbing Scorpio the wrong way. You're coming on too strong towards Scorpio. Too needy, too codependent, too entitled. And you're not going to break Scorpio. Forget about it. You're going to keep hitting that wall. You're going to keep hitting that wall while Scorpio thinks about it, takes their good old sweet time reflecting and thinking about this. Okay. Scorpio, you say you're going to give a response when you're good and ready. If somebody continues to pressure you and pressure you and pressure you, then you will disappear. And when you're good and ready to talk, to communicate, to spend time with this person, then you will arrive. You will come back. You will call. You will text. You will reach out to them. But for now, you're seeing red flags. They're coming off toxic. They're coming off needy. They're coming off entitled. And you need to think about this if you want to continue in this relationship with this person or not. But it's not up to them to get your answer when they demand it. Because that's the issue you're having. That this person feels entitled to an answer. They want it now. They're demanding it. And the more they demand it, the more you put this wall up. The more you shut down. The more you disappear. The more you go with your friends and you go party and you go travel and you go do your own thing. It's like, well, now, since you can't work with me and compromise and allow me to think things through and give you an answer, then now you're going to have to wait. Now you're going to have to wait even longer. Oh, Scorpios. Leave it in the comment section, Scorpios. Tell us what's going on. Scorpio is having too much fun. Making money. Winning games of chance. Being at the casino. Hanging out with their friends at this time. And someone is here. Scorpios like, no, you're hanging out too much. You're partying too much. You're drinking too much. You're doing this too much and that too much. Okay, I need you here. I want you here. You got to do this. You got to do that. Answer me this and answer me that. And Scorpio is like, get the hell out of here. Before I hit you with my stinger. That has been your weekend tea, Scorpios. Until we sip tea together again. May you have a happy St. Valentine's Day and a blessed weekend ahead. Watch out with that poison, Scorpios. Watch out with that poison. Saggies, my globetrotters of Zodiac. Welcome back to another live Kettle Messages Tarot with your Oracle and Reader the GEMSTAR. I'm here to spill the weekend tea. And I want to thank all my Saggies for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. I appreciate you so much, Saggies. My love goes to Saggies. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on in your weekend tea? Happy St. Valentine's Day. Bam. Manifesting miracles. I love it. Manifesting miracles, Saggies. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow your guidance. Oh, you've been wishing, you've been praying, you've been putting those affirmations out there, you've been doing those vision boards, you've been doing those spells, you've been doing it all. You've been pulling out all the tricks out your hat, Sagittarius. And you is about to manifest a miracle. Law of attraction. You've been praying. You've been hoping for something. And, ooh, it's safe for you to love. There it is. Flying. A miracle. Open your heart, Saggies. Open your heart. Give and receive at this time. Give and receive. Love at this time. After unrequited love, okay? All right. You win some, you lose some. Love is a game of chance, okay? You got to be in it to win it, right? It's better to have love than never have loved at all, Saggies. So you're manifesting miracles. Some of you are out there, bring me my soulmate, bring me my twin flame, bring me my hubby, bring me my wife, bring me love, bring me a lover. And the universe is sending you a whole bunch of options, a whole bunch of choices, a whole box of chocolates for you to choose from, Sagittarius. There will be some where you are not having enough chemistry with, a connection with. They're just not the ones. You're not feeling them. You're going to have to kiss a couple of frogs over the weekend in order to find the right one for you. And you may not find the right one this weekend, Saggies, but you're in the game. It's important to be in the game and to feel safe, opening your heart, opening yourself up to love, giving people a chance, giving yourself a chance. It's okay. It's okay if you don't have chemistry with this one, if you don't connect with that one. It's okay. There's more fishes in the sea. You see, trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust that love is coming. We win some, we lose some. Some we're going to match up with. Some we're going to wonder why we even met. Why we even say yes to going out with them. But the whole thing this weekend is to go out there, to have a good time, to allow yourself to give and receive love this weekend. Even if by the end of the night, it doesn't wind up in a kiss. It's okay. All right, so this one may not be your physical type, okay? They might not be your physical type. They're no Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay? They know Sylvester Stallone. They know Jason Statham. Okay, they know Tom Cruise. But whatever your type, this is not it. And for many of you, you need to be not only have a spiritual connection with someone or a pull with someone, they also have to be physically attractive. They have to be physically your type. You may not be physically somebody's type this weekend, or someone may not be physically your type. Also, they may not be woman enough for you or man enough for you, okay? You don't feel like they're manly enough or womanly enough for you. They're just not checking off your checklist, okay? They're coming towards you, but this is not the one, okay? Unrequited love. If this is a blind date, this is why this connection is not going to work out. Or if this is someone you met online, Saggies, and now you're meeting them in person, you're going to be disappointed, or they're going to be disappointed. It's like, oof, I thought I was lucky, but no way. They do not look anything like the picture. They do not fit my idea of a love partner for myself. So just for this weekend, you're going to be going out with someone. And I feel like for some of you, this is a blind date, or someone you met online, or a friend or a family member hooked you up with this person, but you haven't seen this person face to face yet. This weekend, you're going to see them in person, and you're going to be disappointed, because you're going to be like, this is not my type. Who thought this was my type? Or you're going to be like, you are nothing like you described yourself. It's that type of energy. Like, you are nothing like you described yourself. But you know something? This is saying it's safe for you to love. Even though this love is unrequited, there's a message here not to judge a book by its cover, Saggies. Because this person's value is on the inside. What makes them beautiful, what makes them valuable, what makes them a good partner lies in the inside. They may not be attractive on the outside, or they may not be your type physically, but they may be your type intellectually. They may be your type emotionally, spiritually. You may be able to connect with them in another way, even though they're not physically your type. Don't judge a book by its cover this weekend. And if you go on a date and it doesn't work out, hey, there's more fishes in the sea. Okay? There's more frogs out there to kiss. But this person's value lies within. Or this can be your case, Saggies, that someone is not attracted to you physically, but they're going to miss out on a beautiful Sagittarius because you're way more valuable in the inside. Your worth is inside of you, who you are as a person, as a human being. Someone here is very superficial, though they've manifested. And the thing is, manifesting miracles. Someone here manifested this unrequited love. This person that they don't have chemistry with or attraction with, but it's on a superficial level. So I feel like some Sagittarians, if you're constantly finding yourselves in relationships that are superficial, that are just sexual and physical, but they fizzle out, and you've been calling on a true love, a soulmate, a twin flame, that's why this person is being sent to you. Because the love for you lies in an ordinary person, okay? Not a supermodel, not someone with Botox and a 1,000 plastic surgeries. No. Someone down to earth, okay? This is... I'm liking this reading because this is all about judging a book by its cover, missing out on a possible love relationship because we can't get past somebody's looks. Somebody's looks is more important than somebody's heart, somebody's values, somebody's beliefs, somebody's traditions. It's like, well, you can intellectually stimulate me. You can emotionally set my heart aflame, aflutter. I can feel some type of connection, but physically I can't get past the physical. And this is going to be a lesson. I feel like this is a lesson for somebody. Somebody's not trusting themselves to get to know somebody better, to get past someone's exterior, to get past choosing and settling for superficial relationships, to give relationships of depth a chance. But somebody is like, nope. Okay, so see what's happening is here that the universe is sending you exactly what you need. Exactly what you need. What you've been praying for deep in your heart. What your heart really needs and wants and desires. But it's not sending it in the package you want it or you expect it in. And because it's not in that pretty package, you're going to pass on it. And you're going to wind up with your usual type. And that person will turn out to be a mooch, a parasite, someone looking for a free ride, someone to use you financially, someone who's going to use you physically, someone who's going to cheat on you. Yeah, they hot. Yeah, they look good on the outside. But in the inside, they're rotten. Okay? Now, the one the universe is sending you, that is telling you it's safe for you to love, is the one that doesn't look like how you want them to look. But they are what you are looking for in a person when it comes to what you want from a relationship, in love, in emotion, in connection. You want something deep. You want something real. You want something true. And the universe is sending it to you. But they're not your usual type. You're not attracted to this person physically. Or you may lack chemistry. But Spirit is saying, get to know them. Give them a chance. We know that you don't like the way they look physically. But give them a chance. Because if you don't give them a chance, then what we're going to do is we're going to send you what you're asking for right now, which is a superficial connection. Someone who looks good, but is worthless inside. Is rotten inside. That's right. The one that you will end up with won't even believe in God. They have no faith. They are morally bankrupt, morally corrupt. They cheat, they lie, they look good, they keep their options open. So, Saggies, this weekend, it looks like you have two options. The universe, you've been manifesting this person in your life. So the universe is sending you the one that's safe to love. But they're not going to come in the package that you've been asking for. But they're going to have everything you want on the inside of the package. If you refuse them and you pass on someone because you want to be superficial and you stuck on looks, then the universe will send you the replacement, which is going to be very good looking. But this person is going to cheat on you. This person is going to use you financially. This person is going to be a parasite, a mooch. This person is going to take you for a free ride. They're going to use you physically, emotionally. They're going to mess with you mentally. And then they're going to leave you spiritually and energetically bankrupt. That has been your weekend tea. Until we sip tea together again. May you have a very happy Valentine's Day and a blessed weekend ahead. Thank you for supporting our channel. Ciao. Thank you for stopping by and sipping some weekend tea with us. Support your content creators on YouTube like Kettle Messages Tarot. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And check out the GEMSTAR's new website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below. Now go have an amazing weekend. Ciao.